A lot of people have played in the NHL over the years. As a matter of fact, NHL.com lists the career statistics for 6,622 players. And among them, Joe Thornton, Jumbo Joe, ranks 33rd in career points. Oh, but he doesn't have a cup, right? This guy's not a proven winner. He always wilts in the playoffs. Come on! Joe Thornton is the latest character in my crusade to cherish treasures in the NHL while they're still playing. We always wait until they've been retired for a few years and we go through all their career highlights and oh my goodness, how wonderful. But until then, who cares? No, Jerome McGinley hitting 600 career NHL goals is ridiculous. Ovechkin hitting 500 by the age of 30 in this day and age is unfathomable. And Joe Thornton being 33rd and climbing deserves our respect. I mean, he's been 33rd for a few weeks now, but the reason it's noteworthy is he just registered his 1,300th career NHL point. And barring injury, there's a pretty good chance Thornton will crack the top 30 by the time the season is done, passing Gilbert Perreault, Pierre Turgeon, and Mike Gardner. Steve, how can you compare Joe Thornton to Mike Gardner? Mike Gardner had over 700 goals. I'm not doing that. However, what Mike Gardner is to goals, Joe Thornton is to assists. And it's been pretty amazing watching Joe Thornton discover who he is as a player, because in 2 of his first 5 years with the Boston Bruins, Thornton registered 37 and 36 goal seasons. And he hasn't passed the 30 goal plateau since 2003, but that's because he decided to become a playmaking destroyer of worlds, registering 60 or more assists 7 times, including 5 times consecutively. And he's got 32 assists in 48 games so far this season. He's got a little bit of catching up to do, but he might do it an 8th time. There are a few players like this, but Joe Thornton, more than anyone, makes a strong argument for there being an award just for the player who gets the most assists at the end of the season. I've heard this suggestion a few times. You could call it the Gretzky. Heck, if you want, you could call it the Joe Thornton when, likely next season, he becomes just the 13th player to crack 1,000 assists. He's sitting on 933 right now. Again, he's not there yet, but barring injury, he's gonna get there. Putting him in a class with guys like Joe Sakic, Mario Lemieux, Marcel Dion, Gordie Howe, Steve Yzerman, Wayne Gretzky, Mark Messier. Remind me why people still harp on this guy for not having a cup? Why? Because he had a subpar playoffs with broken ribs over 10 years ago? Really? Now granted, what happens to the Sharks seemingly every season is a little weird. But what if I told you that Thornton has 82 points in 97 career playoff games with the Sharks? And not just because of his accomplishments so far, but why I push to praise guys like Joe Thornton. He's part of a rare breed. If you take away players that have retired this season or been demoted to the American Hockey League, Joe Thornton is one of less than 30 players to be born in the 70s remaining in the NHL. So yes, he's been awesome, but we don't know how much awesome we have left. What awesome are you talking about? The guy doesn't have a cup. The guy chokes in the playoffs. And the Sharks stripped the guy of the captaincy. First of all, the Sharks strip everyone of the captaincy, okay? Second of all, if scoring 1,300 career NHL points is so easy, you go out and do it.